What role did intelligence failures play in the lead-up to and during the Tet Offensive? Have you ever wondered how a surprise attack can change the course of a war? The Tet Offensive in early 1960 is a prime example of this. It was a major turning point in the Vietnam War, and intelligence failures played a key role in how events unfolded. Let's break it down. Before the Tet Offensive began, American intelligence agencies were gathering information that suggested a large-scale attack was on the horizon. Various units, including the Central Intelligence Agency Station in Saigon and the National Security Agency, intercepted communications that hinted at an impending offensive. For instance, a captured North Vietnamese soldier accurately revealed the timing of the initial attacks. Alerts were issued, and some military units were put on high readiness. However, despite these warnings, many American commanders and political leaders did not fully trust the intelligence. There was skepticism about the scale and timing of the attack. Some reports were downplayed or not shared adequately with South Vietnamese forces. This lack of communication meant that key areas, like Saigon, were not prepared for the surprise attacks that would come. The intelligence failures stemmed from several issues. The Viet Cong and North Vietnamese forces used deceptive tactics to hide their true plans. This made it tough for U.S. intelligence to get a clear picture of what was really happening. Additionally, South Vietnamese intelligence services were not performing well, which limited the flow of reliable information. The way U.S. intelligence analyzed and shared information also had its flaws, causing confusion and delays in how intelligence was communicated to military leaders and policymakers in Washington. When the Tet Offensive launched, the initial surprise was significant. Urban centers like Saigon and Hue faced chaos as the attacks unfolded. Although American and South Vietnamese forces eventually repelled the attacks, the shock of the offensive was felt deeply. The failure to anticipate the scale and timing of the offensive damaged confidence in U.S. military leadership and intelligence capabilities. The American public was stunned to learn that the enemy could launch such a widespread and coordinated attack, especially when officials had claimed the war was nearing a successful conclusion. This moment marked a shift in public perception and trust in the government. Looking back at the Tet Offensive, we see how intelligence failures reflected the challenges of the Vietnam War era. The period was marked by rapid advancements in intelligence technology, yet there were limits to what these technologies could achieve. The Tet Offensive highlighted the gap between what was known and what was believed, complicating the efforts of leaders like President Lyndon B. Johnson in managing military strategy and public perception. The lessons learned from the intelligence failures during the Tet Offensive influenced how future military operations were planned. There was a clear need for better coordination between intelligence agencies, improved analysis, and closer collaboration with allied forces. These changes aimed to prevent a repeat of the surprise and confusion that characterized the Tet Offensive, shaping U.S. military and intelligence practices in the years that followed.